I'm an ER doctor and I have a lot of opinions, and today, government shutdown. You might think to yourself, I work in an ER. How does this affect me? But everything affects the ER. Telemedicine is not going to be covered by Medicaid by and large, and that can be a big deal if you're in rural communities, if you are a person who can't get around super easily, if you are a person who needs to see their geriatrician but can't drive, if you don't have a mode to get to places, if you have an internet connection through your phone but you don't have a car or money for a bus pass, you're not going to go to those visits. Primary care, specialty care, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get worse. Or you're going to still have those questions and come to an ER. The ER gets more bloated. It's going to be respiratory season. We're going to have more people boarding in hallways. Guess what happens to outcomes? But besides all that, WIC, or Women, Infant, and Children, or SNAP benefits, people also call that food stamps, right? What happens when people who already have an insecure amount of money can't also get food? Bad things happen. Government shutdowns are bad for America. They are bad for patients. They are bad for the people who already do not have many resources that so many Americans can take for granted. Having food on the table, being able to feed your infant. I remember being in medical school with my first kid as an itty bitty baby. Guess where a lot of that formula came from? Not from me. I had no income. It came from Women, Infant, and Children. It came from WIC. I can only imagine the primary care field, to the people whose therapy is covered by Medicare or Medicaid. They just don't have that. They're not going to get reimbursed. So like the provider will lose, or the patient will need to pay out of pocket, which they might not be able to do. Or if they do, it's at the expense of something else. If you're on a fixed income, if you're on Social Security and now you all of a sudden have more expenses, that's an issue. Medicine is inherently political, whether you like it or not, because as a result of these political environmental changes, government shutdowns, patients suffer.